So I just wanted to give you an update on what's growing inside. A lot of these are house plants. And I set them here just right below the skylight, so that way they'll get enough light since I don't have any lighting for the plants here. So let me show you. This is the Myers Dwarf lemon trees, and I pruned it down. And the leaves started to fall off anyway, so the lemons are pretty much ready. So it had a lot of flowers, but they fell off. It's not warm enough here. We're still in the 30s to 40 degrees. But I try to keep the house, you know, at least at 68, 69 degrees. But I like to save money on heat, so I don't turn it up so high all the time. So there's a couple of Stevia. See, these are the pods that we planted a few months ago, last summer. Here's the big Stevia. So that one's it's about 3 feet tall. And you know what? There's a cotton plant down there. It seems like it's doing okay. It didn't flower or anything. The kids planted those cotton seeds. So this one's I believe it's a Christmas rose my mom gave us. More Stevia. These are baby jade plants. So these ones we propagated from the leaves. You can see the big leaf back there. So you can just put a leaf in the soil and eventually it'll root and it'll give off these little baby jade plants. So there's a bigger one here on the window. It's not that big. The biggest one we had, it got infested with spider mites, so it's gone. I couldn't save it. That was unfortunate because it's been in the family for over 25 years. So this is an aloe vera, some kind of vine, and this is a primrose variant. So although the flowers kind of look like morning glory, but when it blooms in spring, we'll have to give you a better look. So we're going to head downstairs into our craft room / grow room now. So we are now downstairs in our little grow area, which is also my craft room. It's kind of loud in here because it's near our furnace. So let me show you what we got here. So this is an avocado plant and it's doing all right. There's a new leaf sprouting. So I had fungus here before and I had to spray that baking soda water solution, and I think it helped a little bit, but some of the leaves just started falling off, but I think it's doing all right because new leaf sprouting. And back here is sage. So it's not humid at all in here, so I think that's part of why some of the herbs are not doing well. Some of them are doing okay, but the sage and stevia, I'm not sure. I think it also got too cold for them. But this one here is a cotton plant. This is one of our science experiments that we did last summer. Although we never did get any cotton flowers or blooming any cotton at all. But that's okay. It's just like something we wanted to try. But you know, it's not hot enough here in our area. So this one here is a flat leaf Italian parsley. It smells really good. And this one is sweet basil. It's doing really well. I love coming down here and getting some herbs when I'm cooking, and I love putting the sweet basil on my eggs when I make I think it's a kind of scrambled eggs, and I just kind of sprinkle some on top. Adds a little flavor. This one here is oregano, so it's doing really well. These ones were started from seeds and took about almost, I think, 4 weeks before they germinated, but you know what, they are, it looks really healthy, so I think we're doing okay here. Now back here is a dwarf lime tree. Didn't bear any fruit last season, but we'll see what happens. All the flowers fell off. It flowered kind of late, so around, I think, November, December, and it was just too cold. Now my thymes are, for some reason, they kind of were drying out, and I don't know why. Maybe it did get cold. We're in the basement, so it gets a little colder back here. But I think they'll. It looks like there's still some that are okay. The leaves, so I think they'll come back by the time spring comes and it warms up. That one's also a thyme plant. This is a silver thyme right here. And over here we got some parsley. And back there was my Stevia. And it was really tall, and I had to trim it back because the leaves kind of dried out, but it looks like it's starting to sprout again. So I think usually the Stevia plant normally needs a warmer climate as well. Here is our chocolate mint. It's so yummy. You just take off a leaf and you can smell it. So I usually just, just eat it. So that one is a really great herb to have. You can add the mint in tea or your desserts. I even would just take a leaf from the chocolate mint and then the stevia leaf, and I would just eat it, and my children love it. So it's a natural treat. Let's see what else is back here. Oh, and this one here are these. This is rosemary. These were started from the cuttings. The cuttings were only about 2 inches when my mom started them for me, and it looks like one of them's about 6-7 inches tall now. So they're doing really well. I'll have to transplant them in a bigger container. And those leaves back here are also the dwarf lime tree that she started, and they rooted, so they even have a couple flowers about a month ago. And this one here, it looks like a I think you know what this one is. It's a Yukon Gold potato. There's some that we didn't end up eating, and so I just left them in this little container, and they started sprouting. So it looks kind of like a alien looking thing, blob. But anyway, I'm going to transplant this in a container, and hopefully we'll get some potatoes. So I found some more potatoes upstairs that are sprouting. So these are organic red and Yukon Gold. So I'm really excited about this. I don't have to buy potato seeds. Obviously these were not treated to prevent the eyes, from sprouting, from growing. So these will definitely grow. I'm really excited about this. So hopefully we'll have a really good harvest. And we'll have plenty to last us for a while. So see all those, the eyes. So just wanted to show you more potatoes that I found. Since it's pretty warm upstairs, I think, well, that's why they're sprouting. So usually you want to keep your potatoes in a cooler place, like downstairs or in the garage. But that's all right, because I'm happy about this, and we can plant them now. Oh, this one here's my orchid. And this is another Stevia plant that I showed you, the big one upstairs. Those are that started from the pods. And some moon cactus. Aren't they beautiful? These are my children's little plants, little cactus, and some African violets that we started from the leaves. I don't know. Oh, I think they're dry now. I gotta water them. And there's more African violets back there that we also started from leaves. Last spring, summer. See the big leaf there? That's the one that rooted in the water, and I just transplanted them in this little bundt kit container that I reused. But as you can see, there's the little leaves sprouting, but they seem like they're doing well. So yeah, the African violets are really easy to start. You don't need any plant hormone. So I would usually just take a leaf and just stick it in the soil or in water, and then they'll eventually root. Back here is a gardenia plant. This was given by my mom towards the end of the summer, so I never got any flowers, although there's a bud right there, if you can see that one. So I'm excited about this one, and I'm looking forward to the wonderfully fragrant flowers. They smell so good. I love gardenias. So these two are our Venus flytrap, and it's got a lot of new leaves. You know what I notice? Every time it eats an insect, that leaf that traps the insect slowly dies down, but it seems to be doing well. Look at all those new sprouts, new leaves sprouting. I think this one doesn't have as many, but look at this one. It's really doing great. So I'm glad I kept this here, because we have a lot of gnats in the beginning when I brought the plants in from outside. So it's a really neat plant.